Oh, that's the end, isn't it? That was so good. Well, I know I was just talking about it, but I think this is my favorite Backrooms game in terms of just like layouts. Like I think Liminal Core is still my favorite iteration of the pool rooms. There's just I mean, it's almost a majority of Liminal Core is in the pool rooms, and it's just a lot bigger because it's just one level. It's not actually just one, there's a couple other levels, but a majority of it is just that one level, just 37. And so I think Liminal Core still holds the title of my favorite pool rooms game. But I think this by far for the yellow rooms, no question, this has every other game beat. The lobby, and I'll go back in there in a second, just so you guys don't have to stare at the screen as I talk here. But the lobby here, these yellow rooms, the tutorial, the lobby, the yellow rooms, whatever you want to call them, they have a lot of different names. But level 0 of the backrooms. I don't think any game has ever done it as well as this. Out of all of the backrooms games that I've played, out of all of the liminal games that I've played, just the way that the geometry of the level is laid out is just so perfect. Like I don't know how I don't really know how to put it into words, right? Because I've been working on backrooms levels for I mean only for a couple weeks now. But there's just something about the way that these levels are set up that's so perfect. Oh, I just saw another hand. Honestly, I don't want to go too far because I feel like I probably can record a third video in this game because there's plenty of little nooks and crannies that open up into like these big areas. But this game has been really cool. Like I know a lot of people are critical of walking sim games, especially when they're like near the horror genre because it just feels almost like a cop out. I don't think we've been. Oh wait, no, this is just the starting room. Because it feels kind of just like almost like an asset flip. But I feel like this game does a really good job at not doing that. This game, like it truly feels like you are in the back rooms. And I genuinely I think the map design is like the biggest reason for that. See, like things like that are what make it feel like the back rooms. Just like that little alcove there that we'll never get to explore. There's probably nothing back there. It's just a random hole in the wall. But that's what makes it feel so strange. This is what I mean. You have this long ass tunnel that just leads into this room that's just nothing. Like that's what makes it feel like truly liminal. Cause it's something that what's that show called? Is it Scavenger's Reign? Something that like Scavenger's Reign was really acclaimed for is like the sense of it makes the world feel super alien because it doesn't have this like need for us as the viewers to understand it. And I think the Backrooms operates best in that like same sort of capacity where it doesn't really make any effort to make sense. It doesn't need us to understand why it exists. It's just a thing that's there, and that's what makes it feel so bizarre. I think Liminal Core does a really good job with like the megalophobia elements of it. I think this game so far does a really good job, just like I said, making everything feel alien. Something I said in the Titanfall 2 playthrough was that the environmental storytelling or the environmental world building was really cool that you could see like the evidence of the Titans with like the way that the rooms and elevators and everything were designed to be really huge. And I think the Backrooms invokes the same kind of thing, but in like the opposite way. That like your brain frantically tries to piece together like what does this mean? And coming up with nothing is I think what gives it such an unsettling feeling. Because like I said about Scavenger's Reign, it just doesn't care whether or not you understand it. And that's what makes it feel so alien.